Welcome to Megamind. I am David.
And I am Monica.
A quick reminder, please give us a like, hit the bell, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching and supporting us.
You know, David, sometimes I think life is just one big game of pass the puzzle piece.
I'm intrigued. Is this one of your metaphors, or did you just invent a new board game?
No, think about it. People give little parts of themselves to help you become whole. Parents, especially. They'll take a piece out of themselves and hand it over to you without a second thought.
Ah, yes, the ultimate givers. Although sometimes, as a kid, you don't even realize they're doing it. I once complained because my mom bought me the wrong trainers, and I had no clue she'd skipped buying herself a winter coat to get them for me.
Exactly. And when you look back, you realize the sacrifices weren't always obvious, but they were massive. It makes you think, am I actually making their effort worth it?
Yeah, gratitude isn't just, thanks, Mom. It's living in a way that honors the sacrifices. Like, if they gave you opportunities they never had, make sure you use them. Don't waste them.
You've gone all deep early today.
Don't worry, I'll ruin it with a bad joke later.
But here's the thing. Not everyone in life is giving you pieces out of love. Some people are taking pieces out of you and selling them.
Ah, we're getting into the wring you dry part.
Yes. You ever felt like a system treats you less like a human and more like a money source?
Oh, yes. I once went to get my car fixed, and I swear they charged me for air filter hydration therapy or something equally made up.
Exactly. And it's not just mechanics. It can be workplaces, services, you name it. The trick is to spot when you're in one of those situations.
And once you do, you make better choices, or at least go in with your eyes open. Speaking of eyes, Monica, you know what slows you down?
Looking at my phone every 5 seconds?
That and looking sideways at other people's lanes instead of focusing on your own. It's like being in a race and turning your head to see what the other swimmers are doing. You lose speed instantly.
I've done that. Well, not in swimming, more in life. You see someone else's progress and think, why aren't I there yet?
And meanwhile, you're drifting further from your own finish line.
True. It's such a relief when you finally stop competing with everyone else and start competing with yourself. But what if the thing slowing you down isn't comparison, it's addiction?
Ah, yes. The invisible leash.
I saw someone once describe it like this. You think you're holding the thing, but actually, it's holding you.
Yeah, like me and chocolate biscuits.
David, I think we're talking about slightly more serious addictions here. But sure, let's throw biscuits in the mix.
Jokes aside, it's scary when you realize how many people are led by habits rather than leading them.
Which is why the real freedom is being able to choose not to. That's when you know you're in control.
And one of the best defenses against bad habits? Keep feeding your brain the good stuff.
Ah, yes, the big book and brain metaphor. I love that. It's like fueling your mind so it can keep running smoothly.
And it's the one investment no one can take away from you. You can lose money, jobs, even possessions, but knowledge stays.
Provided you don't forget it.
True. But if you keep using it, you won't. Which is why reading, learning new skills, and staying curious is never wasted time.
Speaking of wasted time, you can work really hard and still get nowhere if you've got the wrong tools.
Oh yes, that's like trying to eat soup with chopsticks.
Exactly. Effort is important, but strategy and the right equipment matter more.
Which is why before you double your effort, you should check if you're even doing it the right way.
And that applies to everything. Work, relationships, health. Wrong approach equals wasted energy.
But even if you have the right tools, you've got to make sure your mind isn't sabotaging you from the inside.
That's the whole prison in your head thing, isn't it?
Yep. Fear, doubt, overthinking, they can all keep you trapped without you even noticing.
Which is why mental awareness is huge. You've got to question your own thoughts.
And not every thought you have is true. Some are just leftover fears you've been carrying for years.
Speaking of leftover fears, some people think happiness has to be earned through big life events. But sometimes it's something you just create with what you have.
Like the guy with the broom hair.
Exactly. He can't change the fact that he's bald, but he can change how he feels about it.
That's genius. It's like saying, if I can't change the view, I'll change my perspective.
And sometimes that's all you need to feel better in the moment.
But sometimes it's not your perspective that bothers people. It's the fact that you're different.
Oh, yes. People can dislike you just because you don't fit in with their way of thinking.
Which is funny because difference is usually where progress comes from.
Yeah, but it takes courage to keep standing out when the crowd wants you to blend in.
True, but better to be disliked for being yourself than liked for being a copy.
And while we're on courage, it takes a certain mindset to make the most of downtime.
You mean when life's on pause and you feel stuck?
Exactly. You could sit around complaining, or you could repair your nets and get ready for when things pick up again.
I love that. It's like sharpening your tools before you need them.
And when the opportunity comes, you're ready to go.
Remember to subscribe. Thank you.
You know what else needs sharpening? Your mindset. Because if you let it rust, it'll weaken you faster than any outside force.
Yep. No one can destroy iron except its own rust, and no one can destroy you except your own thinking.
Which is why protecting your mindset is as important as protecting your health.
In fact, I'd argue it is part of protecting your health.
And speaking of reframing, falling down isn't always losing.
The basketball hoop lesson.
Sometimes a fall is just part of scoring. You've got to look at the whole play, not just the moment you hit the ground.
Or in life terms, some setbacks are actually setups for something better.
But here's the funny thing. Most people are critics or talkers, and very few are doers.
Oh yes, the doer queue is always the shortest.
And the doers are the ones who actually make things happen.
So if you want less competition, get in the doer line. It's quieter there.
But be warned, if you're doing real work, you might not look as sharp as those who've done nothing.
True, unused pencils stay sharp. The ones that actually write get blunt.
And that's okay. Blunt pencils tell a story of use and purpose.
I'd take a worn, useful tool over a shiny, unused one any day.
And while we're talking about use, some people pour their resources into others who don't give back.
Ah, yes, the rich getting watered by the poor.
Exactly. If you're constantly giving to someone who's not giving back, you'll end up empty.
Which is why you've got to check if your generosity is fueling growth or just feeding greed. And then there's the problem of rowing in opposite directions.
Oh yes, you'll get nowhere if you're not aligned with the people you're working with.
Worse, someone in the middle might be benefiting from your division.
Which means unity isn't just nice, it's necessary if you want to move forward.
And speaking of moving forward, we've got to talk about being chained to our devices.
Guilty. My phone sometimes feels like an extra limb.
But the scary thing is when it feels like an extra brain, one you can't unplug.
Which is why it's important to take breaks from it and remember that your thoughts should belong to you, not your notifications.
Wow, we've covered so much today. Parents, gratitude, avoiding toxic systems, focus, addictions, feeding the mind, right tools, mental mastery, perspective, courage to be different, using downtime, mindset protection, reframing failure, doing versus talking, real work versus appearances, generosity balance, unity, and digital freedom.
That's a pretty good life manual right there.
Drop your comments below and subscribe to our channel. David and Monica are personas we use to make our content more engaging and relatable. We're not affiliated with any organization or product mentioned. Our discussions are just for inspiration and entertainment, not professional advice. Always think for yourself, take what works for you, and make your own decisions. See you next time.
See you next time.